Guys, I've recorded this video twice, and every time there's something else. The last video I recorded, I had my high school diploma in the background. Just doxed myself. Awesome, good job. And then the other one, I had my social security information in. What the hell? Really hope fucking what's their face isn't watching. Not a person, but Google's AI or whatever. I had to disable it on my phone because I don't like it. I don't like the fact that me pressing my home button to like set a timer, like hey Google, set a timer. It fucking doesn't do that anymore. I have to let it see my entire screen to do that. It's so weird. I don't like that. I really don't like the way AI is going and how companies are just. That was me mimicking someone shoving a spoonful of shit down my throat. Sorry. I'm quirky like that. Okay, anyways. Serious conversation time. Let's talk a little bit about AI and how people use it sometimes. My hair is bugging me. Oh, damn it. Okay. Where's it going? Shit. Sorry. I'm so sorry. My ADHD brain is so messed up. Okay. AI. Yes. Okay. So how people use it. Um, my dad uses AI. I use AI. My online friends use AI. And apparently, I think one of the U.S. generals uses AI. Like, I think the Secretary of War, I think, uses AI, said that they trust it or whatever. I don't remember. But it's like someone who's in our defense department is using AI to make informed decisions, I guess. Or maybe not. I don't know. News likes to blow things out of proportion, and that's just what I hear. So, if you guys want to let me know otherwise, leave a comment. Okay. People use AI, like misuse it nowadays. Um, AI is going to be making us a lot stupider because people don't want to go and seek information and learn stuff. It's irritating. It takes time. Who the hell wants to learn something that's super complicated? Well, I'll give you a few reasons why. Do you want to have to keep circling back to AI to answer a question you've already asked 1,000 times, but you just can't care to keep track of? Because that's what's going to end up happening. Do you want to slowly lose the knowledge of the world that's around you? Because that's what's going to happen. We have been so focused on convenience and just ourselves, I guess, that we have dropped the ball when it comes to education and stuff like that. And it's disappointing. I suffered in school for a while. Um, in school, I had a lot of trouble. I was a special ed student. ADHD, OCD, whatever the hell. Just had all sorts of trouble, especially with other kids. But the key to success in this life is not only through yourself, but through learning. You need to learn stuff, new or old. People have asked the question, and I've always asked, like, okay, so this is the question that I keep hearing people ask: why reinvent the wheel? It's quite simple. Because you want to understand the wheel. If you don't understand it and you move forward and something breaks and you don't understand that thing, what are you supposed to do? Get someone else who understands it? That's stupid. Why would you do that instead of trying to understand a very simple component? We reinvent stuff so we understand it. Not because Not because like it's already been invented, not because like, all that random bullshit, but because it's important. It's part of the machine that makes things go. So it's important to know. Like, we learn about stuff that's already been done, and people ask that question, and I've never understood why. It's like asking why do we learn how to plant stuff? Like, because we don't know. We don't know how it works. Not everyone has this knowledge baked into their brain. So we relearn it. We reinvent it. We go through it again. But with AI, it has become increasingly difficult because of convenience. It is so easy to just open up a prompt, ask for information, and then get it spat out to you. Whether right or wrong, you are going to use that information. Now, it might be wrong. You might come back to the AI, call it stupid, and it might be like, oh, I'm sorry, here's a different version. Hope to improve or whatever. But yeah, there's going to be advancements in AI, and it is going to become better. But what I'm worried about is people. People not learning, not taking the opportunity to learn, but rather just shove shit out of the way for convenience and time's sake. Time is a very valuable thing, but you can save so much more time if you just learn. If you just learn and do the thing, you save so much time. Because guess what? You can get the AI to write, whatever program or whatever, but if it makes any mistakes, you can go through and correct it because you know what it did. Otherwise, you're sitting there in the dark. You don't know what happened. You just say, oh, this was the error, and then go fix this. You don't know how to fix it. So what's the point? Like, it's just dumb. It's dumb use of AI. We need to start learning stuff again. We need to reincorporate reinventing shit because it's important. We need to relearn stuff because not all of us know it. Learning is a very important thing. It is part of being human and progressing in life. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if I didn't learn the things that I have from the people that I know or the things I've seen online. But with AI, one thing I want you guys to take away is if you do use it, I hope you break down the information and digest it. As in, like, dissect it and break it up into things you can begin to understand. Like, I didn't understand how to create a Python GUI. I went online, looked through documents and shit like that for the PyGUI library, I believe. I forgot what the library name is. I just instinctively type it in. I'm just like that now. But I had fed that through AI, and AI had spat this back out to me, and it was like something really complex, like a menu and some shit. And I was like, all I wanted to do was create a window. So I broke it down. I ran the program, started removing stuff and adding stuff. Oh, okay, I can position this label. I can make this into a window and resize it based on this. I can make it so it's, on top of everything. I can, there's settings I can modify based on this. Attributes I can change, all this good stuff. And I learned that through the use of AI. And I never asked it again. Unless I forgot. But even so, I remembered enough to where I continually used it. If I'm not continually using it, then yes, I'm going to forget. But taking notes and stuff like that is very important for that. But learning with that stuff, like how I just said, breaking down the information and beginning to understand it that way is a very effective way of learning. Now, you might be more hands-on, you might be more, like, complex, and that's fine. There's different ways of learning. But for me, I'm visual. I have to see it and experiment with it in order to understand it. Otherwise, I don't understand it. It irritates me, and I just get really irritated until I can actually figure it out. You can ask Ash how many coding adventures I've been on, and it's just been me sitting on my computer with like a few lines of code that I'm just sitting there like, I don't understand what these do. And then I look it up and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what that does, and that's why the program's breaking, and that's what I needed to change, and that was so simple. And I didn't do that. Why? Because the AI didn't tell me that thing existed. Well, I could have just looked at the API, the elements, and the libraries and found all that out for myself fairly easily on top of that. Because the AI was looking at older information, stuff that was deprecated. But yes, how you learn with AI. AI can be extremely useful. You just have to use it properly. This is coming from my heart as someone who has struggled with learning and has had some major disabilities when it comes to retaining information and stuff like that. If I'm not constantly using it, I'm going to forget, and it's not going to be a part of my system anymore. With stuff like coding and stuff like that, it's very crucial for me to take notes, to make mental notes, to continually reuse the thing, make more things with the said thing, so I can begin to remember it. Otherwise, I forget. Otherwise, it's useless. Otherwise, it's just another piece of information that just goes out the window. But yeah, there's correct ways to use AI and there's wrong ways to use AI. Some people use it just to goof off, which is completely fine. But for learning purposes, for doing your work, you should be doing your work. You shouldn't have the AI do it for you at all. You should be doing it yourself. It might be brainless, it might feel good for the moment, but let me know down the line when that thing is doing all your work for you and you are still making stuff off of it, but you're living that leisure life, but you didn't earn any of it. You didn't work for it. It just came to you. Doesn't make any sense. It's like a genie, like coming up to you. You wish for $1 million, you get $1 million and all the power in the world. What do you do with it? You have everything you've ever wanted right in the palm of your hand. You can do anything. What do you do with it? You don't know. You're at the top of the food chain. There's nowhere else to go. Now, the next step is, if you're in that position of power, is to use it for good. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of shit lately and reading a bunch of stuff. This is just get caught in my mind. I figured I'd ramble about it, a little bit of yapping. I wonder what you guys think about it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, do you guys think the same, or like, just let me know. I'm fairly interested in what you guys think about this. It terrifies me, but also interests me. One, because I don't really have a choice. It's a part of our life now, and it's in our everyday life cycle because big companies have just forced it down our gullet. So we don't really have a choice other than to use it or let it go obsolete. And I don't think it's going obsolete because it's too damn advanced. And not advanced in the sense where it's like, whoa, my god, that technology's crazy. It just brought that man's arm back. No, not like that. I mean crazy as in the sense of like convenience crazy. It provides insane convenience. You want to figure out something, the AI is right there. It is a button press away, a type away. That's it. You don't have to go through lines upon lines upon lines of text, which can be mind-boggling, but also bring you greater understanding to it. But not a lot of people like to do that. I don't like to do that. So I just ask it to summarize stuff and stuff like that so I can better understand it. But sometimes you don't want to do that because it erases some context that's actually extremely important. I've had to do that sometimes to me. But yeah, I hope you guys had a fantastic Halloween. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night. And with that being said, that's been me and my ramble about AI and how to properly use it. At least that's how I believe you should properly use it. Because that's what I do every day. Because I struggle with learning. And it helps. It does help. You just have to use it properly. With that being said, like I said, you guys have a wonderful day. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, feel free to join the Discord. It's in the, not link in the description, it's in the description of the channel. And on top of that, if you guys just have, like, if you guys want to debate or anything like that, or just talk or argue or whatever, just comments. Go to the comments. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Subscribe. All that good stuff. I love to talk. If you guys want more of this, let me know. Because I love to ramble. I love to talk. With that being said, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And as I said, have a wonderful day.